moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he...
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 13 carries, 51 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Reeves steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Reeves. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Washington going to send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 12 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Prescott now from the 50. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Gibson again. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. To throw on 3rd down, Reeves. And a completion to Wilson. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff left, Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. up the middle. Here's Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. Got Dobbs over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Reeves. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Now to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Richardson. A little juke. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnes. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henderson. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in. It's Richardson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
A short kick taken at the 18. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot him at the 34. 4 yards to pick up, first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young.
What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Richardson.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Richardson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. To throw again on second down. Prescott.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On play action, Prescott. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Completes it again to Dobbs. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Prescott on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Inside give to Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Prescott to throw it. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Roses to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Stafford here. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stafford now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw is Stafford. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Westbrook now on the return. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They find some open field here. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And not a... to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Reeves. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another 1st down there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Montez Sweat with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4. And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Richardson, and he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reeves throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15 yards. 1st down, Commander.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reeves. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On the draw, this is Richardson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one caught by Winslow. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
This is caught. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 31, Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Dallas. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. They've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this thing out, which is great. The second part is they looked at where the problems were in the first half, figured out how to shore them up, and have now gone to that part of the playbook that is actually working for them. A few adjustments, a few changes, and really good execution.
Now we'll see if that trend can continue. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. And Green with a catch left side. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First down, Washington.
Looking to throw. Reeves. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Operating from the gun, Reeves. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Reeves. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30.
And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. The big kick return nearly resulted in 6. Now they'll try to finish the job here, 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
False start.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. It's Richardson. 189 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Back to throw. Reeves looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a draw play. Richardson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Reeves. And he will find his man on the outside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 2nd down, it's Richardson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reeves. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard
yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Zeke going to get it on the option. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.